On today's episode, I'm going to switch from these fairings to this set of white fairings, then back to those fairings to show you how fast it can be done. I will try to do it all in real time, but I will fast forward the video if necessary. I will also talk about some of the advantages of running race fairings. I know this is probably insane to talk about, especially since most street/track bikes will not be able to take advantage of race fairings because they won't be street legal anymore, at least not without some serious modifications to your lights. Still, I want to talk about it because this is a perfect excuse to buy another bike, a track-only bike. Race fairings are made into larger pieces because they don't need to fit all the extra lights, blinkers, and other accessories that street bikes use. And street fairings are usually injection molded, and the multiple pieces make the injection molding process easier. For example, a race tail section is all one piece versus a street tail section is made up of like 5 pieces plus a seat. The extra components and hardware to hold it together all add up to unnecessary weight. And speaking of weight, another benefit of running race fairings is weight reduction. With all the pieces of a stock setup being made of plastic, a lot more material needs to be used to create the rigidity needed for high speeds. And don't forget, with race fairings, there's no place for lights and other things that just add unnecessary weight without offering any performance gains. Good race fairings are made of fiberglass, and some of the best are made of carbon fiber. Fiberglass fairings are significantly cheaper than carbon fiber, with carbon fiber running for about $3,000 for a full set and fiberglass for about $1,000. The Carbonin Race fairings I have here use fiberglass and only reinforce mounting points with carbon fiber to keep the weight down as well as the cost. Material cost will also be a factor when it comes to repairs because nobody wants to repair their carbon fiber with fiberglass. While it may not make a huge difference in weight for a simple small repair, it just won't look as nice. Repairing fiberglass and carbon fiber is relatively easy and can be done over large areas without compromising the strength of the pieces. I had never worked with fiberglass, and I think I did a pretty good job repairing the damage to these set of fairings with just some guidance from YouTube and my friend Jeff Link. Even though I had never done the job before, it really didn't take me much time to get everything done. The longest part was waiting for the resin to dry. But at home, I had plenty of time, but that's not always the case when you're out on track. So when time is limited, having less pieces to deal with is a good thing. Plus, these Carbonin race fairings come with D-Seuss fasteners, which are quarter-turn bolts that make it even faster to take off the fairings. Taking off the fairing takes about 12 bolts total, and most of them are D-Seuss fasteners that take less than a second to unscrew. Let's just hope the reason why you're taking them off is not because your bike is spilling its guts. But if it is, race fairings are designed to have you covered there as well. Race fairings are designed with an integrated belly pan, which means that the underside of your bike has a place to spill the oil or water if something goes wrong with your bike. This is a safety feature for you and other riders because nobody wants to start dodging oil spills in the middle of a turn or be the reason the track is closed for a few hours trying to clear up your mess. Of course, this is not the best decision for a street bike, but if you're serious about the track, buying a track-only bike and putting race fairings is almost a no-brainer. But for the street/track bike, this might still be a good option if you're willing to do some major rewiring of your lights, buy new lights, as well as custom brackets to hold everything in place that are also designed to be removed easily when you're hitting the track. In the future, I want to put race fairings on my Ninja 300, and I will also do all the wiring and brackets for the lights since that's the bike I use as a commuter. If you're interested in watching that process, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell icon so you get the notification when I upload that video.